Our call to confession this morning comes from Joshua chapter 24. These are the words of the living God. Now therefore, fear the Lord and serve him in sincerity and faithfulness. Put away the gods that your fathers served beyond the river and in Egypt, and serve the Lord. And if it is evil in your eyes to serve the Lord, choose this day whom you will serve, whether the gods your fathers served in the region beyond the river, or the gods of the Amorites in whose land you dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. As we've been making our way through the Westminster Larger Catechism, we are being reminded of the duties of the first commandment. And one of the duties required by the first commandment is that we choose God. We, like the people of Israel, went through the waters of the Jordan River into the promised land. We, like those same people, have seen the mighty works of God as they had seen. We have seen enemies fall as the gospel has conquered the world. They watched kings fall to Jehovah, and so have we. We have seen the stone of Daniel's vision come crashing down to shatter the kingdoms of men. And they watched God deliver literal giants into their hands. The people to whom Joshua spoke had just renewed their covenant with God, something that we do every Lord's Day. They had wandered in the wilderness in miracle shoes that never wore out. And some of them were children when they first got those shoes. I don't know if you've ever thought about that. Wearing the same pair of shoes from age 12 to 52 would be pretty cool. They watched God deliver his people. And they were fed manna from heaven and quail by the ton until it came out of their ears and their eyeballs. They had seen God's works firsthand. They were living proof of God's grace and of his redemption, just as we are. And yet, they were reminded of their need to choose to serve God. They were given an exhortation to serve the Lord. They were already circumcised. They were already followed. They had already followed Joshua through the conquest of Canaan. But here, at the close of his life, Joshua exhorts the people to choose to serve God. And my job here today is pretty easy. I am here to exhort you to do the same thing, to choose God daily, hourly, moment by moment. When that guy cuts you off in traffic, when you are changing diapers, when you're potty training and cleaning up far worse things than dirty diapers from places that they shouldn't be, when you are running your businesses, when you are dealing with the strong will of one of your toddlers, when you are on social media, especially, when you are Netflixing, when you are trying to serve those last few lessons, when you are trying to survive those last few lessons of the school year. When you are trying to build a family schedule and tempted to ignore regular family worship. When you are angry. When you are fearful. When you are deciding how much to serve this church and her people. In your reading habits. As you love your husband or your wife. As you love and discipline your children. Choose this day and every day whom you will serve. Every choice you make is a very small microcosm of Joshua 24. There are always false gods fighting for your affection and for your obedience. In every decision, there is a choice to serve God or to serve a false god. Usually, it's the god of you, the god of self. Choose this day and every day whom you will serve. And fathers, especially, be like Joshua and say, as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Amen?
Amen.